Let's all go to Cargonia, land of stolen pains. Obey the quartermaster, unless he is a link. Cargo takes out the station, find more stuff to take. But the boss is never satisfied until the station breaks.
Hey folks, Tex the Black Pants Legion here. And yeah, we're back. OilChucked, Dwarf Fortress. Got some pretty mighty dwarves out here. I was checking on what they were all doing, trying to figure out why they were happy, why they were mad, all that business. Interrupted by a badger. Appears we may have another badger problem. Oh well. Basically, this fortress is doing really well, and in that I mean it is competent. It is actually running, and people aren't all dying. Now there are some people. Oh my god. Where's this honey badger? Is that it right there? I think that might be it right there. Yeah, looks like that's handled. Fuck you, honey badger. You piece of shit. Yeah. Yeah. Honey badger spatter. That's what you get. Why are all the badgers dying in front of our badger themed bar? Oh yeah, it's the badger themed bar. Alright, so look. I'm gonna get my guys ready. Forge iron mail shirt. We got a smelter doing the smelting. We got the wood furnace, which is, well, okay. We basically, I took the character of deputy and told him, the only thing I want you to do is go up to the surface and kill the trees. And hopefully this allows him to go up to the surface and kill the trees. We've got dwarves that are celebrating having nice places. We've got dwarves that are celebrating having the room of engravements. And some are unhappy. Some are genuinely unhappy. So, I could tell you all about it. Iffy memory. Enraptured. Look at that. Enraptured. Enraptured. Felt pleasure, you know. Exasperated by being... The rain is the problem. People hate the rain here. And it is constantly raining. It is raining so much, I think it fucked up my sound sense. So I had to turn off the sound sense bit where it's like, it is raining, it is raining, it is raining. And I had to turn that off. I'm sorry. But it's gotten too fucking weird. So let's read some more. Smooth chalk floor. Wait a second. Wait a second. None of this is engraved. Have we gone backwards? Because I saved before I exited. My god, the date. We have lost time, boys and girls. This is not good. I thought I saved, but something may have happened in that save. I mean, oh well. I think we'll be fine. It's just infuriating, to say the least. I need to cut down these trees. They mess up my fields of fire. And if I can't see problems, I can't kill them. And I promise not to have old Cripplebottom's repeated issue, because I intend to also doctor these dwarves. Yeah, shit. All my good stuff is gone. What the fuck? That is disappointing, to say the least. And a lot of the dwarves are very happy, but this is not happy making at the moment, is it? No, it is not. So we're going to mine, and we're going to create a little dwarf hospital, because I know we're going to need one, and we're going to have to, obviously, get in and make everything work. Now, I really don't know why we slip back in time. I double-checked my save and everything when I load in. I only keep 2 worlds. One's the one I occasionally stream with, and the other is this one. And this one is obviously not up to date. Something has gone wrong. Which means it may not have saved all the epic trades we did and many other things asides. But I started noticing little things were out of place, which is annoying. It certainly is annoying. Yeah, this is curious. I haven't seen an error like this in Dwarf Fortress in some time. So that is not great, obviously. Alright, I'm gonna... Alright, he's digging. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, for the hospital room, we're going to need some beds. We're going to need a traction table. I know someone was suggesting digging a little moat in which they pass over for water and it makes the cleaning. It makes the happy cleaning and the dwarfs don't die of the dwarfitis or similar afflicted disease. And yeah, I'm hoping to do that, but I'm also hoping to get back to where we were, because that is unfortunate. So this is going to be our hospital. I'm going to have just a row of normal beds, and then I'm going to have hopefully a few traction benches. If I have more than this many wounded dwarves, I think I have a problem. This ought to be alright. Still, it was annoying, but it's always good to redo things. I find in Dwarf Fortress, at least, when I look at something the second time around, I tend to rethink how I'm doing it. And I go, oh, okay, this is better. Still, the engravings that we lost. I do intend to have this whole thing be a wonderful, engraved, fun place. And by that I mean, they maybe. We'll see. And why does I say fun place? Koganusan starts, which is about a doomed fortress, so... God fucking damn it. But I get dwarves that are out there just smoothing stone like crazy. Once all the stone is smooth... An armor stand statue, there we go. I intend to make this place pretty fucking swanky. I hope, anyways. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice, awesome place so far. And I really want the dwarves to have a nice place, and I'm hoping to slowly turn around some of these dwarves that are just having constant negative feelings. I need more storage for food. Alright, there we go. There's our beds for the hospital. There we go. A tea wood bed. Would that smell like tea tree oil, you think? My knowledge of wood is more or less limited to what they used to make ships out of, and also what you make gun stocks out of. I just finished a project rebuilding a Mosin Nagant from the ground up, and it was in some pretty badly neglected condition. And I just spent my time and rebuilt the whole thing. It was really delightful. Tex is pleased with his Craftsdorf ship. I mean, ground the metal down, prepped the metal, took the wood all the way down, removed all the cosmoline from all the years of storage. I mean, reconditioned all the metal, removed the pitting and rust, filled in, recoated everything. I mean, God, hand-rubbed tongue oil finish. God, don't even get me started. But anyways, Russian rifle stocks tend to be birch, and birch, at least from my memory, has really small pores. So it takes like, I'd say about 7 good coats of tongue oil, and you bring out all that beautiful, beautiful original finish, and it makes it just gorgeous. I mean, oh look, there's the deputy running around smashing trees down because I told him to. He's fucking great. So yeah, I'm destroying all these trees, so on the way in, people just see piles of wood. And that's his only job. I told him to just smash trees. So I love how when you cut down a tree near the water in Dwarf Fortress, you actually see the splash as it changes the water and sends like foam blasting everywhere. It just lets you know that this game is really operating on a lot of levels. Not trying to make a Rick and Morty joke here, you know, where they're like, "Oh, it's got so many layers you wouldn't understand it," but it's really nice. All right, let's see, support, no, restraint, no, cage, no, traction bench, R. Yeah, still need a traction bench. That'll help them crippled dwarves get back on their feet. I think I need a table to make a traction bench, if memory serves. Let's make some tables, shall we? And I've been given the dwarves all the best stuff I can. Within reason. I'm not great, obviously, at all the things I'm dwarfing here. I mean, I think you know that. But I'm providing for them. They're all getting really nice rooms, not a 1x2 room. They're getting these big, expansive, RimWorld-ish rooms, you know. So, I mean, it's one thing about RimWorld is everyone seems like they're fucking crazy in RimWorld, you know? I mean, it should just be called Lunatic Asylum, because that's what it feels like. It really feels like a lunatic asylum sometimes. Because you end up with people who go, "I ate without a table. My God! I must stab my hand with this knife and burn the place to the ground." And you're like, that sounds bad. That sounds really bad. No, I get it if they've lost their mind. Like in Dwarf Fortress, people lose their mind, you know, which is interesting. Like, they'll manically go around because they've seen so much fucked up shit, and they'll do something like out of a metal album, you know, they'll take someone's bones and turn it into a shield to protect them against the undead, and they're just nuts. I think that's fucking cool. I think it's pretty metal as fuck, but yeah, just See, we're just making masterpiece shit. Greg is making masterpiece shit. Yeah, we've got this. Once we got a traction bench and everything, we can turn this whole thing into a nice little hospital. And we'll put some other things in there. Maybe some tables and some cabinets and other things, so it can be proper hospital-y things. I don't know. Alright, so here's going to be another stockpile for food. I think that's important. The wet season has arrived. Man, Trugath made a masterpiece wood bin. Also, our military hasn't done shit. We got some pretty epic swords dwarves and stuff, though. What the fuck is that? This is just people's stuff. Can someone go crazy and leave or whatever? Oh, there's a corpse there. I think he was one of mine. Maybe he started a fight with one of those mercs. I don't know how he fucking died. Look, they're just up there having a good time. I think everyone's up there having a good time, except for the corpse, which is not having a good time. It is a corpse, but you know, we're getting there. So we need to use for burial. Yeah, this is pretty decent. Good. Alright, so we've got some... It's playing two songs at once now. Every so often I have to take the sheet that kind of prompt... Well, it's the files. It's this, I think it's a big Excel sheet, but I have to I have to take all of that and I have to drop it back into SoundSense to make it not fuck up. I don't know why, but I keep a spare Dwarf Fortress file open just to fix SoundSense. So it looks like our food stores are decent. We have a shitload of drink. We have 71 dwarves. Yeah, this is all wrong from last time. So I don't know why, but no, I mean, I'm willing to bet I'm fucked up at some point. But yeah, I'm hoping to have a bunch of traction benches, and then the dwarves can, you know, like, not die. Listen to this. A song and a song. They were playing over one another. Holy shit. We're knocking everything down. This is great. I love it. Alright, let's put some more tables down. There's our nice little Ford tavern. And I like that it's by the front door, so if something bad happens, there's this army of fucking mercs in there that'll just come out and tear the shit out of people. We're finally getting all this knocked down. Finally destroying all these fucking trees.
There's a new baby.
No!
Get him a bottle of ale.
I don't want a baby. Go away. Go away with your dwarf baby. Think about how fucking swole a dwarf would have to be to carry a rock table. You know? That's a swole motherfucker. That is a swole motherfucker. So we're making a lot of rock everything. The bone doctor's a little crazy, and I'm gonna do what I can to help him out. I doubt that's gonna work. I really doubt that's gonna work. I think he's gonna continue to be a little wacky. So I'm gonna set the rest of these dwarf rooms up. They're each gonna get an armor stand and a cabinet, and eventually I want to give them all a statue. I think that'd be kind of badass if you came to a fortress, if you had like a statue of your ancestors to stare at you as you sleep, to let you know how much you've disappointed them with a glowering gaze. Construction of chalk table. Oh, an elven caravan has arrived. Ugh. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Alright, what do we got? What can we give this guy? Because everything is, oh, it's made out of blood, and I don't like it because it's wood. How about you blow it out your ass? How's that? Blow it out your ass. There's that Drake, and I think we butchered it last time. In fact, I'm fairly certain we did. Chalk mug. Okay, I can't take any of these bins full of stuff, because last time around I found out those were so fucking, they were worth a lot of fucking money. I'm gonna trade them some of my fancy mugs, some of my fancy heirloom mugs. We're gonna take all this shit and have a good time, and yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be all around good. There's a baby crawling around on the floor. No, the mother's with it. All right, I was just wondering if and what, like if there's just a baby in a bar, because I've been to a bar where there's a baby. I've been to several bars where there are babies, and usually that was just a litmus test to let you know that you have a bad parent there. I once went to a bar, and there was a guy there who had a baby. And it was on oxygen. It had like an oxygen tube coming out of its nose, and he was holding it under one arm, like he would a sack of groceries or something. And he was just talking as the baby like hung there. And we were like, are you okay? And he's like, oh yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Sorry, I'm adjusting dwarves behind the scenes. Alright. So we're making good stuff. The elves are on the surface. See, that's a lot of money. And I could get some... Ugh. I'll take his booze making fruits. They are ecstatic with the trading. Someone also asked a question about Spaceman, so I gotta handle that. No more babies. Just throw them in the well. And we'll have baby water. Okay, so look, we're just gonna handle this. I'm calm. Mm-hmm. All right, someone's running through the river. I see that. They're just running through the river. So my idea is, if there's a siege, close this drawbridge here. And close this one up here. I mean, you could run through this water. It's not that deep. I mean, it's dried out in places. But I'm hoping that if someone comes in, they just fight this army of visiting mercenaries, and I can go sit inside and, you know, be safe. Let the adventurers out front handle the bad shit, right? I mean, isn't that the idea? And just let the adventurers deal with it. This is not my issue. I don't think it is, anyways. Horrified. Horrified at what? No. I'm gonna try to get him to turn some of this plants into food. We have so much fucking booze, it's unbelievable. We can make some fine meals. I mean, I think they are still standing next to that guy's corpse. Yeah. Well, it's his partial corpse. Partial skeleton, I should say. Oh, masterpiece mechanisms and stuff. That's great. Alright, just, yeah, that's no trader. That's all we're trading. You're gonna get a handful of I was here and all I got was a fucking mug. And you can leave. You can leave and go burn in hell. Yeah, see, it's constantly raining here, and that's made the dwarves mad. I mean, really mad. So I'm trying to make sure I get my traction benches and stuff, because sooner or later, one of these dwarves is gonna end up troubled, obviously. Now we're rebuilding our stockpiles, which I think are really nice, and everyone should be getting some really decent, I think everyone should be getting some really decent rooms. So now we're gonna go around and smooth all of this stone out. We're gonna have our nice, smoothed out, happy stone fortress. And once this is all smooth, which it should take 10 seconds, I am hoping that once this is all very smooth, the dwarves will be pleased. Everyone should get some nice smooth stuff, and then I'm going to put statues in there, and I'm going to just engrave the shit out of it. So if this fortress should fall, people will have a lot to look at, including statues and such. I mean, I think things are going alright. Now, this guy is weirding me out. Oh, it's the Bone Doctor. I don't really have time for him. He's too creepy. Okay, constructing beds, wooden bins, wooden shields, wooden wheelbarrows. Good, good, good. Yeah, I'm just gonna concentrate on making fine meals from here on out. I would like us to have, like, the finery. I want the dwarves to be, like, swirling wine in glasses and, oh, yes, exquisite, yes. That's kind of what I want. A goose, eh? Yeah, we have a stray drake. I mean, I'm tempted to train that bitch. Don't know quite how yet, but I will. Yeah, take that, llama. Take that. All you do is spit and stuff. I know that llamas or alpacas spit, or is that camels? Those derpy animals. One of them.
Tantrum happening.
Damn it, we need more tables. By that, we need more mechanisms. Oh. The planter is throwing himself a tantrum. Wow. Mangled beyond recognition, neck is bruised, very quick to tire. What? Are they toppling statues? There they are. They're running around with their baby, throwing a tantrum. There's the statue they toppled. God damn it. I shall have you whipped with your baby. Terrible fucking person.
Migrants. Can't we pass a law?
Alright, now that we've got more migrants, which is what I expected eventually, inevitably, this seems to be our lot in life, is we're gonna get these migrants, and they're gonna come here. Oh, that must be inside. That's because,
Throwing a tantrum.
oh my god. Oh, that's the brewer that got fucked up. Okay, I could see that. I could see that. We need to do better. Alright, we're gonna fix in the roof because they knocked that tree down that was going through the center of this thing, which is hilarious. Alright, there we go. Once we do that, we should have a fully indoors and happy, happy thing. Ideally. We're getting there. Building up our nice little tavern. Hopefully these goddamn elves leave. Because as we know, around elves, Watch yourselves. Don't trust elves. Don't trust elves, boys and girls. They're bad people. All they do is want to free your dog and make him the master of your house. All they want to do is fillet trees. Oh God, I can only imagine what dwarf and anti-elf propaganda would be. Because you know it would be like stuff that because they don't know anything about elves, so they would just make shit up. Be like, the average elf can eat 4 pounds of glass. And you're like, I think that is false. The average elf will eat his fill of bees every day. Elves are why mead is so expensive. They just go around sucking the bees out of trees with long tubes. It's like, Jurist, I don't think that is correct. It's the bee tubes. All they do is suck the bees. No. Alright, we get a lot of wheelbarrows now, which is great. We get a lot of wheelbarrows. Looks like they're not willing to make more traction benches. Yeah.
There's the dwarf throwing a tantrum. I have an idea.
Uh-oh. The bone doctor was taken by a fey mood. Look at this.
I claim this workshop in the name of invention.
He has claimed a butcher's shop. Uh-oh. What is he screaming about? I need certain things. Yeah, he's not saying what he needs, which means I think we're not gonna see what he needs until he snaps out of this or kills someone for what he needs. I mean, he claimed a fucking butcher shop. He's in a grimmish mood, so this could be bad. I'm gonna put some tables in here. And then I need a stockpile. Custom stockpile. Because we're gonna put, you know. No. Right there. Soap. There's gonna be soap is gonna be put in there. And, no. Where would that be? Trying to think about it. But, yeah. This will be our little soap stockpile. We're gonna buy some soap if we can't make some. But yeah, this is gonna be our little dwarf hospital. We're dwarves hospital. No. What is this? Zones, zones, place, place, and then hospital. right, so this is our hospital, and it's imperfect, but now the deputy is going to rest his injury in the hospital. And ideally, I'll be able to make a few doctors because our bone setter is, well, he's retarded. And he's just been like, I'm depressed, it rained outside. And I'm like, well, don't go outside. And he's like, listen, outside where the rain is, I've been there. I've seen the rain. I have seen the rain. You would not believe the rain outside. Outside it is wet. And I'm like, look, I know it's wet outside. That happens outside. And he's like, no, you don't understand. And then he like draws a picture of it and he sculpts a sculpture of it. And you know, he wants you to know that outside is bad and that outside it is rain and rain bad. And inside good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Now, the interesting thing in Dwarf Fortress is if you keep them indoors for so long, after generations and what have you, they become more or less totally accustomed and, well, I wouldn't say accustomed. I would say that they have adapted themselves nearly entirely to, oh, God, man, I can't believe this. Can't believe they're knocking my shit over. It's fucking horrible. But yeah, I mean, they become more or less adapted to underground only. So they go up on the surface and they just start puking like crazy. So yeah, I got the miners mining. We're building rooms for everybody. We got a fucking hospital. We're finally getting back to where we were, which is disappointing that we had that backslide, except our bone doctor is going to go crazy this time around, which is not optimal. It is not optimal to have your doctor lose their shit. You know, it's kind of a problem. We're gonna make some wheelbarrows. God, we're gonna cut a lot of trees down. This is great. I like it. Another bard is visiting. We're gonna get ourselves some nice bard music and stuff. Alright. This is a good fort. I mean, I did have a lot of upset dwarves, but I kind of turned it around. So, I think I'll end this episode here. I know that's probably not what some of you want to hear, but I have the time I got, and I'm looking at some things happening, so I gotta handle those things. I will see you guys next time.